serving Borrego Valley and the entire San Diego County backcountry. We are the ramradio.com.
Hello and welcome to Winery Wednesdays with MJ. And today I am at
Menghini
Winery here in It's considered Winola, yeah? So
Yeah.
it's Winola here, not far from Julian. It's like a little neighboring little town. And I have the fine privilege today on Winery Wednesdays here on BBCR the Ram to be speaking to Mike, who is the
owner,
and master
winemaker, chief cook and bottle washer.
all the good stuff. Excellent. So, first off, Mike, welcome, and thank you for taking time out of your day
Well, thank you.
to speak with me. How long has your winery been around? How many years?
We purchased the property in 1980 and started making wine here, and we actually sold our first bottle of wine in 1982.
Wow.
So we've been around for a long time. We're actually the second oldest winery in San Diego.
Second oldest.
There's been older ones, but they've changed names or changed hands.
Mm.
So Bernardo Winery in Rancho Bernardo is the oldest.
Really?
Yep.
That's quite
I know
a
it.
great history now.
Yep.
Because if I do the math, I would not have been old enough to drink here at all.
We get a lot of that. We get a lot of that.
Really little kid to do
We
that.
get a lot of that.
But that's so cool to have it around so long and to be the second oldest
Mhm.
in San Diego County. So, how did you come up with the name of the winery? I mean,
Well, that's
It's
my
not-
last name. Menghini is my last name, so we thought, why not?
and there you go.
Yeah.
And what heritage does that come from?
My dad is Italian. My mother is Irish English,
Fantastic.
but very northern Italy. Been back
Northern
there's a
Italy.
beautiful area back there. So, and my dad was a dentist back in Wyoming. But when I was a kid, I used to make little alcoholic beverages like dandelion wine and beer. So
Really?
yeah, so I've always been interested in fermentation.
So you have the gift then to be able to do something like that, especially at a young age. I mean,
That's a
it's not
nice way to put it. Yeah,
No, it's not something that any other child probably could have figured out to do, but
Right.
you had the brain to.
and my parents were really good about it too. As long as we didn't
Mm,
take drinking outside the house, so,
right,
yeah,
of
he let us
course.
do it.
Wow, that's really amazing to hear that. I mean, that reminds me of what my husband is also a Mike,
Yes.
and he played radio as a child.
Oh, okay. And now he's doing
Right.
it.
He is the founder of our radio station, and I'm the owner of the radio station.
How cool.
So just a little bit over a year now, but I like that. It's the family name, and so anyone that sees it is going to know that that's connected to you. All.
Mhm.
Is it a big family that you have?
No, it's just my wife and I. No
Okay.
kids, which is okay.
Mm-hmm. So you can focus solely on
Yes.
continuing the winery and doing everything that it needs to.
Yeah. It's a full-time business.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Yeah, it
'Cause
is
you
a
have-
full-time business.
There's a lot to check.
But
on
we've
a
been
winery.
doing it so long. It's not easy by any means, but it's fun still.
That's good.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Is we're still having a good time.
Because if not, then
No,
why are we doing
I
it?
wouldn't do it.
So you would say that you're a wine lover, a wine connoisseur, or
Well, I like to say that I like the fermentation science. I like making wine, but I'm not like a lot of winemakers who say wine is my life. A lot of them do, and I love what I do. I love making wine. I love selling good wines to other people, but it's not my life. I've got other interests too, so it makes it more enjoyable.
So you keep it nice and balanced.
Yes, yeah, very much
That's
so.
important.
We used to travel a lot. My wife was a flight attendant for 37 years for United Airlines, so in the earlier days when we had the winery, we were able to just kind of close it down and travel a bunch. So I've kind of kept that in the back of my mind where it's still easy to do things other than just wine.
Right. So you're not someone that the winery is your be all end all. You have a balance. You're able to
Yes.
make sure that you have time to rest, which is important.
Right?
And because, like you said, it's an interesting set of work to be able to do, because you probably have someone that gathers all the grapes and all of that.
That we
yes.
do, yeah. Although Tony is a good pruner. She prunes the vineyards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's in the middle of it right now. It's been such a weird year that everything budded out earlier, so we're a little behind
Yes.
schedule in getting everything pruned, but it looks like it's going to be a good crop.
How many acres do you have?
Well,
for here?
of vineyards, we only have 2 acres of vineyards, but we've got 30 acres around here at the winery.
Seriously?
Yeah, 30 acres. So, and
Whoa.
it's been real good for special events out here and back. We've always had
Ah.
events out here.
He beat me to the punch about special events. No,
Okay.
that's great. So, what if I did want to have a special event? I mean, do I contact you? Do I contact your wife, Tony?
No, you just call the winery.
Call the winery directly?
Either one of us, yeah. And
You'll check your calendar, see if that
exactly
day is available.
exactly. And it's pretty big. For instance, a few of the things we do. One of the bigger things we do is a grape stomp, and that's always the first Saturday in September. And it's kind of nice for us because it's a Julian Chamber of Commerce event, so we let them use the property.
It's been on my list
So
for
okay,
a long time to
then
do
you know
that.
about it, yeah. And we
Yes.
get about 600 to 1,000 people out
I
here.
believe it.
And it's nice because that side of the property over there, we've kept it as parking. And then right behind the winery, that's where the events take place. And so it's never crowded. It's always peaceful and very nice. And so for the Grape Stomp, it's because it's Chamber of Commerce events, not only us, but there's usually 8 other wineries, local wineries out here, plus the 2 breweries and the cider makers. And then we have 3 or 4 food trucks
Oh, wow.
that really make it a day.
That is
a day to
quite
play.
an event.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun.
There's always something on that same weekend, and that's the only reason why I
Well,
have
it's usually, is it Memorial Day weekend or
Labor Day?
Labor
Is
Day
it
weekend?
September?
Yeah, yeah, it's usually Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
So a lot of times there's other things to do, but we've done that for the last 20-some years.
It just looks like it would be so much fun.
It is.
I always imagine, I remember my mom watching I Love Lucy, and when she did that, and just how hilarious she made it stomping grapes.
We've got Lucy Lookalike contest. A lot of the young ladies come up and dressed like Lucy, and
I
that's a lot of fun. The funnest one we had Trash Your Wedding Dress Day. And 4 women came up with their old wedding dress, jumped in the grapes.
Oh my goodness.
One gal, her dress was so big it must have weighed 100 pounds when she finally got out of there, but they were having a ball.
I love it. It sounds like so much fun.
It is a lot of fun.
I mean, I'm just imagining how long it takes you to wash the stain of the grapes off your skin.
I don't think the skin itself,
Off your
yeah.
skin.
Yeah. It does stick.
Yes.
Yeah, it does stick.
You're driving home on plastic bags.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you're just now tuning in, you're listening to Winery Wednesdays with MJ, and I have the pleasure of speaking with Mike, who is the owner and winemaker here at
Menghini Winery.
Menghini. I'm going to get that name
That's
down.
okay.
Menghini Winery here
I'm called
in
everything,
Manila.
so.
And they're here at this location. They do a lot of different things, and you can actually have special events here if you're curious about that. You just go ahead and call the winery. I will include all the information, you guys. You know I do this. I include all the information so that you're able to contact the winery directly and see about setting up an event or what things are going on. I suggest you also follow them on social media so you can track what's going on. It's really important so you can know what's happening and put it in your calendar to enjoy yourself and come and make a day of it. Make a day of it and just hang out because it's gorgeous here. The other wineries, every single winery has been so beautiful. And I don't know if you can hear it behind me, but there's an adorable little fountain behind me. And it's very peaceful sounding. And there's people inside, but you can barely hear them because it's so open and vast and it's just gorgeous. Temperature is perfect, probably like all the time up here, I would imagine.
Except when it snows.
Oh, wine in the snow. There's no wine in the snow. But that would be neat, though.
It is neat.
So is this something that you always wanted to do? Because you said you just were making it out of dandelions, right?
Well, when I was a kid, you
just
can't grow grapes in Wyoming, so we got
Yeah.
anything that had sugar in it, and it would
That
ferment.
is amazing. What did the dandelions taste like? I'm curious. That's totally
It was
like...
horrible. It was
Because
horrible.
they're probably kind of charred. aren't
Yeah,
they?
and we weren't smart enough. It was a bunch of kids got together and did this, but we weren't smart enough, so we used to take it to our chemistry teacher and make sure it was the right kind of alcohol, so we didn't go blind. But we didn't have to do that because it tasted horrible. It was just fun knowing that you could ferment something like that and actually
Yeah.
make alcohol. So it was fun.
And then when did you start learning how to make wine?
Well,
Formally.
I looked at. I graduated from the University of San Diego in 1975, and it just looked out. We were buying a house in Escondido,
Mm-hmm.
And the real estate agent asked what I wanted to do, and I said, well, I'd like to make wine, but I'm not going to go back to school for it. And she said, well, they're starting a winery right here in Escondido, the old San Pascual winery. And so I went and got a job with them, started in the vineyard because the winery wasn't built yet. And so since then I worked for them, and then I also worked for Callaway Winery up in Temecula, assistant winemaker.
Wow.
And then there was another small winery up there called Filsinger Winery, and I was his first winemaker. And I worked for him for a couple of years and decided I wanted to go out on my own. That's when we came up here and bought the property and started on our own, and that was 1980.
So a lot of places have very specific grapes. What type of grapes do you grow here?
We grow Sauvignon Blanc and some Pinot Grigio, and it turned out to be real nice. You know, there's kind of a good grapes can grow anywhere. There is such thing as some grapes grow better in other places. But
right.
Like a lot of people will import grapes like from Italy or France, something like that. So they'll bring the rootstock over here and plant
right.
them. But it's going to be different.
Right.
I mean, the soil's different, the weather's different. So when I picked the Sauvignon Blanc over here, there's like about 10 different varieties of Sauvignon Blanc that you can buy. And I closed my eyes and I said, that one.
And it got shipped to you, the plants?
Yeah. Yeah, they come in rootings.
Oh, okay. So they're only in small pieces.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, you can, like, that part right out there is Sauvignon Blanc grapes. I can cut 6 inches off there, stick it in the ground, and it's going to make another Sauvignon Blanc vine. Yeah.
Just that easy.
Yeah, just that easy. And what you do, you cut it like that, say 6 to 12 inches.
Mm-hmm.
The last bud you leave out of the ground, that grows into the stake, and then all the buds below that differentiate into roots. So you want more underground when you put it in the ground, so you have a lot of good root system.
But you need a strong root system.
Yeah, and then it'll go into a brand new vine.
You can literally just cut it off and stick it in the ground.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Start your own vineyard.
I think that would be dangerous, being able to start something like that. So how do you choose which wines will be tasted for the day?
We don't have that many.
Okay.
So when we have them, they're all for taste. Everyone.
Oh, okay.
So right now we've got 4.
Oh, right.
1 red, 2 whites, a sweet wine, and so we keep it at that. You can taste them all. Usually we have between 8 and 10 wines.
Really?
Yeah, and we vary. We bottle as we need it. We don't bottle all at once.
Right.
So we do have a variation when you come up of different wines you might not have the last time, but have them now. So it's a nice variation.
That's good. So you do have variety.
Yeah, we do have variety.
They say variety is the spice of
life. It sure is. I believe that.
So what about wine pairings?
Again, we're wine tasting. It would be hard for us to serve wine here. I mean, food
so
here.
It was, well, what if I came in, for example, and said, I'm going to have a dinner party, or, I'm having an anniversary for myself and my husband, and I want to choose a wine that would go great with lamb.
That would be a Sauvignon Blanc or Chardonnay, a white wine.
So you would be able to help me.
But I would be able to help you. But I disagree with that. If you want a dessert wine to eat with a steak, go for it. I mean, it's you.
But if I'm clueless, let's say I don't have the background that I do, which for those of you that have been on the show,
I'm going against what most wine people will say, but you got to drink what you like. I mean, that's the whole thing about wine, and it is a food, so it goes well with any kind of food you're tasting. But the thing about white wines with fish and chicken, if you want a nice red wine with chicken, go for it. I mean,
I love that.
It's, for one thing, wine it's a palate cleanser.
Yes.
So when you're eating something very rich, you take a sip of wine between every piece, it's going to cleanse your palate, and everything's going to taste better. So as far as I'm concerned, it is protocol whites with chicken and fish,
right?
Reds with meat and pork. But as far as I'm concerned, when I sit down for a meal, I'm drinking something that I like. I'm not letting protocol dictate to me.
Okay, so there you go. You can ask, but he's also going to take to account what your tastes are. So if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Winery Wednesdays with MJ. I'm here at
Menghini
Winery here in Winola. He's going to have to do this the whole time because I'm trying to think of it as like guinea, like the bird, guinea hen. And I'm like, okay, well, if you remember that, that's going to help you remember the pronunciation of the name. every single time I've had to ask him because my brain's like, end of the year, teacher brain, it's really tired. But he was just giving us an idea that it's really up to you what you want to do. If you want to have a specific type of wine based on what they have here, they will show you what they have. You can taste it and you can find out for yourself. He's not going to say you need to have a white just because you're cooking this type of meat. That's not what they're about. They're going to let you have what you like the best. Okay, so there's that flexibility. But if you bug him, he may or may not. But he's pretty strong on you should really choose what you like. Okay, it doesn't have to be what the typical thing is for the type of meat that you're cooking. And I like that you have the flexibility because so many times we are like, this is what you must have. But what if a person likes something different? Like you said, let them choose what they like.
I go a little further on that too. With people will come in to me and they say they're going to start a vineyard, and they say, "What grape should I grow?" And I said, "Grow something that you like, because you're going to take a better interest in that grape."
That makes sense.
And so, if you grow something that you don't like, you're not going to take care of your vineyard. Mm-hmm. And so, just do what pleases you and nobody else.
I like that. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what if I came in and I wanted to just buy something for a special occasion? Would you be able to help me? Like, if I'm buying it for somebody else other than myself?
It would help if you knew. Okay, if you knew,
I need to have
what they like.
Someone likes a red. Okay, so Joe likes a red. I want to get something for Joe. It's his birthday, and my husband and I are going to give him a bottle of wine because he likes wine and he wants to try something that's local.
I'd definitely do that. That's what I'd ask them first. You like white, red, blush wine, sweet wine.
And there we go.
And if they know, then we've got the wine for them.
And if not, we just kind of roll the dice, right?
Again, you can eat chicken with a red wine.
Give him something that you think that he might enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
And does this winery have any sustainability practices in the winemaking process? Being that we're way out here in the country.
One of the things that I've done for the last 23 years, I dry farm. That means I don't irrigate. We get enough rain in Julian. We're supposed to, and we have in the past, get 30 inches of rain a year. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot for San Diego County. We get twice as much as they do in San Diego.
Yes.
And the reason is because we're halfway between the dry desert and the moist San Diego air. And so when that air meets over Julian, it doesn't rain more often. It just rains more. Mm-hmm. So when you get 30 inches of rain a year, you can dry farm. That means that I haven't touched I've got an irrigation system, but I don't need it. And those roots, they'll go down 30 feet looking for water. So the first couple of years when you put a vineyard in, water deep though, water like once a week, 10 gallons per vine.
Wow.
And that drives that root way down. It'll go down 30 feet. And so after a while, you just don't have to worry about it.
Because once they're down there, they're pretty secure.
There's a lot of water down there.
So we know it snows up here.
Mm-hmm.
The vines are fine with freezing? Because we get freezing temperatures.
They're dormant. They go dormant in the wintertime. So good vineyards need a cold snap. Otherwise, they don't go into dormancy. They kind of green all year round. And they need that dormancy to store up sugars for bud break the next year. So cold weather's not bad. Now, a sustained freeze, especially at bud break, would do damage to them. Okay. But we've been really lucky, touch wood, over the years that I've been here, that we haven't had a spring frost. It's a chance. Yeah. For instance, next door at the apple orchard, she's got a wind machine, and that kicks up the wind at a frost, so it won't do damage to the trees. And all this week, every morning, she's got that fan on. It sounds like a helicopter flying over, but it's the sound of agriculture, which we don't mind at all.
Okay.
But that keeps the wind flowing around the apple trees and prevents frost.
Well, I just love hearing that you have an irrigation system that you've never used.
Don't use it.
Because we get plenty of rain up here. The amount is, obviously everything's green and beautiful, so it's been working. And
it's better for the fruit too, because when you water all the way up to like picking, it just, the grapes get waterlogged and the sugars go down and the acids go down. So if you can dry farm like that, the flavor and the acidity of the grape is more intense.
It's good to know.
A better flavor, yeah.
That's good to know. And
I do, by the way, I got to tell you, I do buy most of my grapes. I always have. But I've got vineyard people that grow them for me. I tell them what sugars, what acids I want, and they grow them for me. Oh. So they pick, we bring the grapes up here and make the wine up here. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
But the ones that you said, What Sauvignon Blanc?
Sauvignon Blanc is
Sauvignon Blanc is in the back.
Yes.
Okay, and those are the ones you use for yours.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have two different. You have Sauvignon Blanc,
Sauvignon Blanc,
what's the other one?
Chardonnay for the whites, and then we have a couple reds, but right now we just got Syrah because the other one's in the barrel. I'm waiting for them to mature enough to bottle.
How long will that take approximately here?
You know, I don't like oak, and so it doesn't take as long as you would think. So the longest I've ever kept them in on wood is about a year. And my barrels, I keep them. I have old barrels because I don't like oak. A lot of wineries, they'll use it to mask something wrong with the wine.
Interesting.
So if you just have a hint of oak, it adds to the complexity of the wine, but it doesn't overpower it. So you can taste the grape more than you can the oak.
So what type of barrels do you have then?
Well, I've got a mixture of American oak and French oak and some German oak. So it's a mixture of.
And that keeps it all balanced out with the flavor. That's important.
And like I said, right now, because I like old barrels, they're kind of neutral. So I can taste almost to the day when I think it's ready to bottle. Because again, I don't like oak. And so I can taste where there's just a hint. And then we'll bottle them up. And
I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
I love it. Each time I have one of these Winery Wednesdays, I learn something different each and every time about winemaking, about how to do it, different techniques, more science. And it's beautiful. I love learning as a teacher. I love learning. I love hearing about it. And I know that my listeners, they love to hear about wine.
Yeah.
They love learning about it.
Well, it's so different. And for instance, one year we did Sauvignon Blanc here. I got my grapes, and then I got some Sauvignon Blanc. Two other vineyards up in Temecula made their wine to Sauvignon Blanc exactly the same day as I did.
Mm-hmm.
We got together after they were bottled and we tasted them all, and they were all completely different. All very good, but completely different. So there's so many little things that you can do, good or bad,
right,
that really influence the taste of the final product. And that's what makes wine fun. It's different from year to year. Like, I would be real sad if I made a wine that tastes exactly the same year after year after year. And that's what's fun about having a small winery is they do change.
Because the grapes are...
Grapes, depending on the weather,
right,
the rain, everything that as the grapes are growing, it really has the ultimate influence on the wine.
So you don't have to use any fertilizer or any vitamins for them, do you?
No, I don't. I used to use urea, which is pure nitrogen. And now the vines are old enough where I haven't to do that. I haven't had to do that for quite some time now.
What's your oldest plant that you have here?
Well, those vineyards up there, they're probably about 30 years old now. They're big, giant vines.
Ooh.
They're pretty.
Will I be able to visit that?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Oh, I would love to see. I always imagine what they look like and seeing them up front, especially now that everything's green. Because the previous wineries, they weren't blooming yet. So now everything is green and it's beautiful. So I'm supposed to go back and visit again. But what is your current favorite wine here that you produce?
Sauvignon Blanc. It's another funny thing about me is I'm a white wine drinker. I love red wines, but white wines to me are easier to drink, more palatable, and so I've always liked white wines better than.
I'm kind of inclined to that too. I like a rose or something sweet, but I mean, if you put two in front of me, I'm going to go for the white instead of the red.
And it's funny because I'm out of sync. I mean, most wineries right now, a lot of wineries, that's all they make is red wines because red wines they're in. I mean, there was a thing on 60 Minutes several years ago about drinking red wine saves your life.
Yes.
And it was kind of funny because right after that little story, when I was working at Callaway Winery, that's all we made was white wine because that was in. And after that story about the French wines came around, I think everybody's drinking red wines, holding their nose.
Everyone wants red.
And now everybody drinks red. And I think that was the basic part of it when they put that thing on 60 Minutes. It really changed the whole drinking style of Americans.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That it would influence what people are going to go for.
Yep, absolutely. So
nothing wrong. This is going to be good.
Nothing wrong with it. I think
if you make red, then you're good to go.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite or your most memorable experience here at your winery?
Well, that's a good one. I mean, that's
Thank you.
40-some years to think about.
I know.
So, I think part of it now is just our longevity that we've been here so long and still in business. It's a little slow right now. I don't know if you've heard of it. The younger generations, they're not drinking anymore. Not just wine, but they're not drinking at all. And as small as we are, we can still feel it.
Okay.
And I keep in touch with a lot of people like in Temecula. And there, for instance, right now there's a half a dozen or more wineries for sale in Temecula.
Wow.
They're getting beat up by
And
it.
that's
It's
pretty
tough.
big up there.
Yeah.
too.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge up there. So I will be able to just.
You'll be able to roll with it.
Yeah, we'll be able to roll with it. We lucked out. We own the property, so we don't have that to worry about.
Right.
So we can kick back a little bit and not worry so much.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
We'd like bigger crowds naturally, but we're okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And does it tend to pick up during the summer though, right?
Well, Julian's funny. Since we've been up here, because Julian is so close to San Diego, LA, and Riverside, it's pretty much equal all year round now.
That's nice.
People used to not come up in the summertime because it's too hot. They'd come up in the wintertime, see the snow,
Yes.
and then that was it. But
Get their
now
pine,
we're
see the
so
snow.
close. Yeah, get by. So now so close and so diverse from San Diego. I mean, we are in the mountains.
Yes.
And it's neat. You go from San Diego to the ocean to the mountains to the desert
Exactly.
in one day.
One whole day.
So it's very easy for people in downtown San Diego. Take them an hour, 15 minutes to get up here, and it's a whole different
I've noticed
atmosphere. And
the increase of visitors, of
yes,
tourists
yeah.
coming through south.
And a lot has to do with gas
Yes.
prices and those kind of things. That has a lot to do with it. It's a short trip from San Diego or LA
That's
to
true.
Julian.
And you
So
can still enjoy yourself and have a good time without spending a ton
Yeah.
of gas roaming around.
and we are a tourist town. We sometimes
Yes.
don't want to believe that, but we are.
we are.
We
Yeah,
depend
are.
on it. We depend on it, and people that don't like it, stay home.
Yeah, that's why I'm on the outskirts of town.
Exactly.
Oh, but if you're just now tuning in, I'm having a lovely conversation with Mike Menghini here at his winery in Wainola. And you're listening to Winery Wednesdays with MJ here on BVCR The Ram. And we're getting towards the end of our conversation. And I only have just a couple more questions. I was just wondering, what is your personal favorite wine region? Whether it's someplace you've gone or someplace you dream of going, or you could even be your own place. So,
We like Paso Robles.
okay.
But one of the reasons it's newer than there's nothing wrong with Napa or Sonoma, but they are
Right.
so entrenched in being the best
Yes.
that
yes.
that I think Paso Robles and a lot of other winery areas try harder
yes.
and actually make better wines. A lot of people would disagree with me on that, but I think they make better wines because they do try harder, like second best, and so they try
Right.
harder. And it's a nice area to visit. So many wineries. Up until about 20 years ago, it was all cattle country, and that's why they can have such big vineyards because they just converted them
yeah,
to.
all that land.
Where here in San Diego, you won't find big tracts of land like that anymore, like
No.
100 acres. So most of the vineyards down here are very small, well taken care of, and so I get better grapes when I buy from them. But I'd say Paso Robles. It's
Okay.
neat. Yeah, great area.
And there we go.
Yeah.
The man has spoken. So, is there anything, Mike, that you would like our listeners to know about your winery?
No, it was built in 1940, so it's got a nice vibe to it. I mean, it's old. It was an old apple packing shed. When we bought it, they were still sorting apples out of here
Wow.
and making cider in the back. So when we bought it, we had to start from scratch, all new equipment, all new everything. And I think we've done a pretty good job. We're also pushing our picnic area. We've got 5 acres of
I saw the
picnic
picnic
area in the
area. I was
back.
like, oh, how cute.
And we're touting it too. We tell people, even if you don't bring wine, buy a nice lunch, come up here and use our picnic area. And
Sounds like a good
if
idea.
you want some wine, then we've
That'd be a
got
nice
that
little date
too.
night.
Exactly.
What days are you open?
Up until 2 weeks ago, we were open every day.
Okay. So you're switching to like a
What
summertime
we're
schedule.
doing, we're slowing down a little bit. We are getting old, and we're having a hard time getting help. I hate to say the guy that worked for us for 15 years is not feeling very well right now. So my wife and I are more or less running it by ourselves.
Okay.
So fortunately, we bought a nice, can't call it summer home. We bought a nice place in Borrego, which is only 45 minutes away.
Right.
So we're kicking back. We're taking 3 days off a week, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So we're open Mondays, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Saturdays and Sundays we're open till 5.
That's a good time.
Yeah, and then the rest of the week we're open till 4, 10 till
Okay.
4. So it keeps us busy.
Yes, I'm
And
sure.
we get a nice stream of people out here. We're a little further down the road than the other winery,
Mm-hmm.
but we get a nice stream of people coming down here. So we're happy with it. We don't. It's kind of funny. We don't want to be any busier than we are. We don't want to
I
work any
can
harder
relate.
than we are.
I can relate
Yeah.
because having that contentment of just being, okay, this is good. We're not too slow. We're not too fast. We're right here in the middle. Everything's taken care of. Like you said, you don't have to worry because you own the property.
Right.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
It's just maintenance right now.
Exactly. A lot of it, but we keep up with it.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate enough to have some pretty good tractors and farm implements that I can do it myself, and it's fun. I love sitting on a tractor with a cold beer by my side. And nobody bothering me,
That's right. You're
just cutting weeds.
Doing your thing.
Exactly.
Well, Mike, I want to thank you so very much for taking the time to speak with me, MJ, here on Winery Wednesdays on BBCR The Ram. And I appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate how beautiful this winery is. You guys, you'll have to come and check this out for sure. I'll give you all the information, the address. I'll put the time. All that good stuff will be listed. And I'll, of course, be tagging the winery in it so that they'll have that information to know that people are going to be coming their way. So
Well,
thank you again.
Thanks for coming up here, and I appreciate it. Yeah, nice meeting you.
Likewise. And from my home to yours, everyone out there, if you're having yourself a nice glass of wine and you're just sitting there and enjoying your day, you've got a new place to come and visit here at Menghini.
Got it.
Yes, Menghini Winery in beautiful Winola, not far from Julian. Take care and talk to you next time.
That's right. We don't need no stinking FCC. That's why our call letters are BVCR. That stands for Borrego Valley Community Radio, the hyperlocal, the original, the Ram.